from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
A major disaster at Richmond International Airport yesterday, but thankfully it wasn't real. We'll tell you about it. And something new coming from the Henrico Citizen. We'll give you details about that and other top stories today in the Henrico News Minute. It's Friday, May 13th, 2022. It's brought to you today by the law firm of Barnes & Deal.
And now for the news.
Dozens of victims of a plane crash lay on the tarmac at Richmond International Airport yesterday, but thankfully it wasn't real. The airport conducted a full-scale emergency response training exercise yesterday morning. It lasted about 3 hours. The exercise was conducted in accordance with Federal Aviation Administration mandates for airports, requiring them to conduct such tests of their airport emergency plans every 3 years. The drills are meant to create a real-time practice environment for multi-agency and multi-jurisdictional response coordination that would be needed in the event of actual emergencies. Yesterday's scenario began with a simulated fuel fire that required first responders to put it out, and then they had to triage and prep about 83 victims for transport to hospitals. The simulation continues today at 6 local hospitals where volunteer victims will be treated. Well, today's the day. The Lebanese Food Festival returns after a 2-year hiatus. It will run today, tomorrow, and Sunday, all happening at the St. Anthony Church in Glen Allen. It's the 37th edition of the festival, which is expected to draw upwards of 40,000 people over these 3 days. Let's hope for some better weather. The event will run rain or shine today and tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and then Sunday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can order takeout for boxed lunches, dinner, and a la carte items. Visit henricocitizen.com right now and look for this article, and we've got links for additional information about the festival. Henrico Police arrested 2 24-year-old men in connection with the March 25th murder of 22-year-old Kiari Day Blakely that happened in the 5600 block of Crenshaw Road. Devontae Crowder of Chester and DeMarco Scott of Richmond both face charges of second-degree murder and the use of a firearm in connection to a homicide. Both are being held at the Henrico County Jail. And Henrico Police are seeking the public's help in locating a 15-year-old girl who has been reported missing. As of May 1st, Queon's Kiki Champion was reported missing from the 8000 block of West Broad Street. She was last seen at about 10:20 that day getting into a black truck in the evening with most of her belongings. Police have investigated similar incidents in the past involving Champion leaving her residence. She does have ties to the Virginia Beach area. She's described as biracial, 5'4", 150 pounds with brown eyes and black hair. We have a picture of her on our website at henricocitizen.com if you click on News and Public Safety. If you know anything, call Henrico Police at 501-5000. Members of the Richmond Ismaili community joined Henrico County officials and other community members last Friday to celebrate the official grand opening of the group's new Jamatkhana in Glen Allen. The Ismaili religion is an interpretation of Shia Islam, and Jamatkhana is a term meaning the house of the community. There are nearly 1,000 members of the Richmond Ismaili organization, which moved from its previous location on East Parham Road to its new almost 13,000 square foot home on 3 acres at 11529 Knuckles Road in Glen Allen. That was previously the home of the Virginia Press Association. The organization originally was populated mostly by immigrants from Africa, Pakistan, and Syria, but it's grown in recent years with the influx of refugees from Afghanistan to this region. I was at last week's event. I have full coverage right now on henricocitizen.com if you click on Community. Junior Achievement of Central Virginia recently inducted 4 people into its J.A. Greater Richmond Business Hall of Fame. It was the organization's 34th annual induction event. So far, more than 100 people have been inducted as laureates. This year's group included B.K. Fulton, the founder of Solidify Productions, Tom Gaynor, the co-CEO of Markel Corporation, and Richard Witt III, the other co-CEO, and Dr. Pamela Royal, the owner and president of Royal Dermatology. And we've got an announcement to make today we're very excited about. We are launching a new online webinar series called Live at Lunch, during which we will examine some big picture topics in Henrico County with the help of various guests and panelists. And our first episode will take place on Friday, June 10th from noon to 1. And we'll explore the topic of active transportation, everything from walking and cycling to jogging, skating, wheelchair travel, taking a look at where the county is now and where it wants to go. We'll have 4 panelists: Brantley Tyndall from Sports Backers and Bike Walk RVA, Kat Anthony, the Executive Director of the Virginia Capital Trail Foundation, Dan Schmidt, the Brooklyn District Supervisor on the Henrico Board of Supervisors, and Todd Yore from the Henrico County Department of Public Works. So it should be a great discussion. We hope you'll want to join us. Tickets are just $20 a piece. You can get them right now by visiting tinyurl.com/live-at-lunch10. I'll be moderating the event, and there will be an opportunity for a Q&A period toward the end. We hope to see you there virtually. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Barnes & Deal. Barnes & Deal has emerged as a highly respected family law firm over the past 3 decades with the resources, skills, and experience necessary to handle high-asset divorces and other complex family law matters across Virginia. To learn more, visit barnesfamilylaw.com, that's BARNES, or call 796-1000.